do I still think that the native cryptocurrency of Moonriver called MOVR could hypothetically go to the price of $700 during this bull run? Yes, that's not changing. And even though that's not financial advice nor a guarantee, we have to take this into consideration. Not too long ago, when I was talking about Moonriver, everyone said it was trash, it was caca. But then what happened? When it came to MOVR, did over 6x in terms of price increase. Now it's having a pullback. Things aren't looking that great to some people. But the way I view it is that this quite essentially is a second chance for me. And also on top of that, if you take a look at Moonriver, I still think that it has a lot to prove. What we saw with MOVR, it was just a small taste. But I think better days are still ahead because, again, still has a ways to go to the price of $700. And I don't see why not. When it comes to Moonriver, I think it's a very great project. It's an Ethereum-compatible blockchain environment on the Kusama network. And it's intended to operate on Kusama as a paired chain, which means that it helps projects expand their reach to new users and customers through a multi-chain approach. So yeah, I think that's very amazing. And to simply put it, Moonriver is pretty much a canary network to Moonbeam. Now you may be wondering, okay, what's Moonbeam, right? Moonbeam is a Polkadot parachain, and it enables full Ethereum compatibility within a Polkadot parachain environment. What this means is that it offers the power of Polkadot while at the same time, maintaining the ease of use of Ethereum. So yeah, that's what Moonbeam is. But you may be wondering, okay, what's a canary network? Now, in this case, new code will usually ship over to Moonriver first, and then after it's been tested and verified under real economic conditions, it will then be usually shipped over to Moonbeam. So if you take a look at Moonriver, it's pretty much a testing ground for Moonbeam. But let's say a project doesn't want to move on to Moonbeam, it doesn't have to do that. But again, this is kind of the support system to Moonbeam. And if you think about it, the amazing thing and unique thing, I should say, about this is that if you take a look at Moonriver, again, it's on Kusama. Kusama, it's a canary network to Polkadot. And again, Moonbeam is on Polkadot. So you get the similarities there. The way I view Moonriver is that it's pretty much kind of like Kusama, the way Kusama is to Polkadot. But in this case, Moonriver is that to Moonbeam, if that makes sense. Kusama supporting Polkadot. Moonriver, which is on Kusama, is supporting Moonbeam, which is on Polkadot. So yeah, I think you get the relation there. And I think it's very unique. Also, let's not take this lightly, right? For instance, on Moonriver and Moonbeam, there's currently over 100 projects, integrations, and collaborations already. I mean, that's very impressive given the current conditions. And also on top of that, for the people that think that, oh, wow, Moonriver is so bad, and they say that Moonbeam is even more caca, that's actually not true. I think they're doing very well, in my opinion. And it's even been noted how when it comes to Moonriver, it's actually home to the most active decentralized finance ecosystem, aka DeFi ecosystem, on Kusama. And also on top of that, it even supports ERC-721 NFT bridging with Ethereum. Now also, it's also been noted again how Moonriver is home to the most active ecosystem projects on Kusama. So if you think about it, Moonriver, it's a very amazing project, very underrated. Not many people know about it, but in my opinion, man, it's really a hidden gem, so to speak. It's a sleeping giant. And even though that's not financial advice, I'm also a very big fan of its ecosystem. We will find many amazing decentralized finance and NFT projects on its ecosystem, much like we would also find on Moonbeam. And I think this right here is a great touch because you take a look at the NFT market, predicted to be worth over $200 billion by 2030. And also the DeFi market is predicted to be worth that much as well by 2030, according to Grandview Research. So these are amazing markets, even though a lot of the hype did die down. I get that. But I think better days are still ahead. And once the markets do go back up again, man, it's going to be very beneficial for projects that do have, those type of projects on its ecosystem. So I think that's a very great touch. The way I take a look at it is that, when it comes to MOVR, reaching the price of $700, it doesn't seem too insane. I'm not saying it's going to happen like tomorrow or next week, though, because usually altcoins, they take some time. Now, how much time? Usually it could anywhere between, right? A year and a half to half a year after a Bitcoin halving event. The Bitcoin halving event happened back in April, so that's anywhere between October next year to October this year. Not too bad. I mean, worst case scenario, waiting a little bit over a year from right now may seem like quite a while to some people, like, wow, they've been probably saying we've been waiting for so long, but I get that. But all I can do right now is just stay patient, continue to accumulate, hold, and just stay consistent in doing that, because that's the only thing I can control as of right now, just dollar cost averaging. And also, let's take this into consideration. Over 600 million crypto owners as we speak. That's more than ever before in history. You also take a look at the trajectory for Bitcoin. I think it could be so amazing. You take a look at the Bitcoin ETF, the number of institutional investors. When I take all of those amazing factors, Bitcoin at the price of 150,000 during this bull run, I don't think it's crazy. If it were to do that, one could only assume the altcoin season is going to be legendary. At that point, $700 for MOVR, I really don't see why not. Even it's not unrealistic if it were to reach that, because if it were to go to that price, considering current circulating supply, market cap would be around $6.5 billion. Not too bad. I mean, Doge reached over 80 billion. SHIB reached around 40 billion. BNB at one point reached over 100 billion. So this isn't too much in the grand scheme of things. I'm not saying that MOVR is going to be the next, biggest project in the world. I'm not saying that. It doesn't have to be that, right? Just around a $6.5 billion market cap for MOVR, it doesn't seem too unrealistic, especially when I consider in the past what projects have reached far higher. So it's not insane. At least that's the way I view it, especially with those amazing factors that I mentioned earlier on in the video. So again, I'm staying patient, dollar cost averaging, because MOVR at the price of $700 wouldn't surprise me whatsoever during this bull run. And make sure to subscribe if you gain value from this video. I'd greatly appreciate it. It's Moonriver the Captain. I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'm out. Peace. Bye.